Hey, we're back, everyone. Welcome back to Insecured. Here we are, third episode. 3, big number 3. Reduce, reuse, recycle. Keep it on your mind. Save Mother Earth. All right, we're back. We're ready. We're raring to go. All right. You know what though? I do want to start off this episode with thanking all you guys who listened to last episode and heard about what my grandma is going through, and actually went over there in person and helped her out. I heard even a couple of you guys like cooked her lasagna, and I mean, too many of you guys, too much lasagna, if I'm being honest, but I can't really say that. It sounds a little, a little rude to say that there's too much. I mean, she needs it. So thank you again to everyone who went over and spent the night with her. She really needed that. But I think enough's enough. You can stop, sending me pics of you guys in bed. One of them was already enough. I didn't really need that, so you can stop sending that in our group chat. But thank you for everyone who reached out and just showed your support from last episode of what I said about my grandma. And we're back, and as you can see here, we got a little drinky winky. We got a drinky winky tinky dipsy lala po on the podcast. We're just getting started here. Wow. Tastes like freedom. And hey, $5. I'll Venmo anyone $5 if they can guess what's in this. If they can, there's only 2 things in it. 2 drinks in it. All right. If you can guess the exact, if you can guess the exact liquids that are in this, there's only 2. I'll give you $5. I swear to God, I'll give you $5. Anyway, we're here. We're back. We're ready to go. I think I'll move this in case I hit it because I'm so wacky and I'm like, I'm so in your face. I would, but I wonder what it feels like to be punched in the face. I feel like that's every man's rite of passage, right? Is to get into a fucking fight. I've never been in a fight. I was told I was told by like a bully. I got bullied once, like physically, like old school style bullied, of like the guy being like, I'm gonna come to a flagpole at 3 p.m. I'm gonna beat the shit out of you, right? We're fighting, and I was like, okay, and then I just didn't go, and then nothing else happened. So I don't know what like all these little wimps are complaining about, getting beat up in school. Just don't go to the flagpole. Seems pretty obvious, Nick. All right, little Nicky, don't go to the flagpole. I love that. I love that. What fucking dumbass? Well, I have to go, otherwise people will think I'm weird. People already think you're weird. That's why you're getting beat up, dumbass. Continue to be weird. Embrace your weirdness. It's all right. I don't mean it in a fucking dumbass 2023 white girl on Twitter weirdness sort of way. I'm special. I'm not like other girls. I don't mean like that. I mean in your head. You're the only person that'll ever know who you are. Everyone else will always just assume everything. Why don't we make them assume? Who cares if they think you're weird? That's my point, I guess. That'd be my guess. Who cares if people think you're weird? I remember there was this one time I was at like middle school fucking what was it? Middle school lunch table. The middle school lunch table. And I like made someone laugh because, lunch is where I fucking thrive. All right. Every person, every solo person, every white guy who has a podcast will say the same thing. Dude, middle school lunch, dude. That's where I fucking thrive, dude. I was the king at lunch. You know what I'm saying? You had all your friends making jokes and cracking shit. And then all of a sudden I'd come over and just bring the house down. That's every white person with a podcast. What? But no, yeah, I fucking killed at lunch, all right? I would kill at lunch, That's where it all starts when you think about it. It starts when you're at home at the family dinner table, you know what I'm saying? And you're saying all these jokes, and you make your dad snort milk out of his nose. That's when you know you got it. Shut up, Dad. Fuck every white person with a podcast. So the new trailer for the Indiana Jones movie came out, and I mean, Jesus Christ, how much CGI, how little is Harrison Ford going to work for his fucking movies? Listen, I've always kind of secretly known Harrison Ford was an asshole because he mostly portrays assholes in movies because sometimes you get typecasted, and, eventually down the line, Harrison Ford was like, hey, you know what? If I'm just going to be an asshole, I might as well be an asshole. And on some level, I can respect that. But, when you got Indiana Jones, the least you could do is try, But then you say, Conall, Indiana Jones is kind of an asshole. So he's just doing one of the things he's doing. And I say, wouldn't it be fun, though? Wouldn't it be nice if we... wouldn't it be nice, though, to see Harrison Ford for, like, the last Indiana Jones? We'd be like, all right, guys, let's get started. Here we go, fellas. Hell yeah. Freaking heck yes, dude. Women? Yes, please. I think women can do as much as I can, if not better. That's what I think the new Indiana Jones movie should be. Because right now it just looks like a wrinkled out Harrison Ford, a little tiny onion rolling around on screen with a bunch of CGI lasers going... I mean, not even lasers. I said lasers, but they basically are lasers nowadays. You realize that? You realize that most CGI shit is basically just like, hey, what if we had them jump from a horse into a building? And Harrison Ford's like, I don't know about that, bud. I don't know if we can do that, but I don't know if I got it in me. Director goes, hey, Harry, no problem. All you gotta do is do a Cupid shuffle for like 5 seconds right here. And we'll figure it out later. I don't know about that, bud. All right, Indiana Jones, we're gonna do the classic scene of the boulder rolling and you running away from it. I don't know about that, bud. I don't run so good no more. I don't really run so good. I don't think we're going to do that. I don't think that's in the stars, my fella. No, don't worry, Indiana Jones. All you got to do is go, and we'll make it, we'll green screen. We'll green screen one of our little interns going, boy, Jesus, I hope I could go right or left. Oh, my goodness. I never understood that. I mean, in that movie specifically, I don't think he could because the boulder was like about the size of the cave. But in some movies, there are plenty of times where the character is like running away from something this way, and the thing is falling or going or attacking, whatever, this direction. And all they have to do is go to the right or the left. I don't understand it. Why don't characters do that in TV shows? We need more realistic television, all right? That's what I think. So fuck the new Indiana Jones movie, all right? I'm going to go see it. I've only seen, I don't know. Everyone said the other one sucked because he got in a fridge and there were aliens. That sounds pretty weird, but not as weird as what? Nazis? Which one's worse? Hitler's. I was about to say Hitler's. Which one's weirder? Nazis or aliens? Ooh, refrigerators or Nazis? Make your choice down below. Do it, or I'll die. I would love to see a movie of like all the old actors that don't do their own stunt, like don't even like move during acting. Like, let's think about a few. Like, Morgan Freeman is probably never running in a movie again, right? You're never going to see Morgan Freeman like, right? It's probably never going to happen. He'll probably run for like 5 seconds, and they'll somehow find a way to cut between the legs of a 20-year-old back to Morgan Freeman, little white speckled face of just, I have a sexy voice, or whatever the fuck they have to do, right? Who else is in that group, right? We got Harrison Ford, we got Morgan Freeman. Who else is a lazy sack of shit that's not going to do bullshit at all in a movie anymore? That's an old, lazy, let's think of a woman. Like, let's equality, right? Let's even it out. Yeah, old lady, old woman actress. I would have said, oh man, fuck, what's her name? I don't know, but let's see, what's another old actor that could be? Bill Murray. Bill Murray's a perfect one. Bill Murray. There's no fucking way Bill Murray is jumping in a movie again, right? Like, think about that shit. Apparently he's in the new Ant-Man that came out like 3 months ago, and I still can't fucking watch it on all the illegal sites. Like, that's the only reason I'll watch. Like, okay, let me break it down for you. I'm drunk, but I'm also kind of a fan of Marvel. All right, I loved like all the films leading up to like that Infinity War Endgame shit. I'm a basic little white boy. All right, I loved the whole thing, and then Infinity War and Endgame, that whole roller coaster that it was. I fucking loved it. And I still do like Marvel movies solely because they're just dumb. It's superheroes, man. They're the same things I used to make believe with my Legos and my Bionicles. I used to make up stories the same way, all right? I never read comics. I wish I read comics. I never really read comics. But that's the only reason why I like them, because they're dumb little stories that I used to do, all right? So I'll watch them. I don't think I'll ever go pay to see one anymore. I did. I paid to see the new Black Panther, but that was just because it was like a date. It was like, hey, we're going on a date. What do you want to see? Oh, I think the new Black Panther's out. It's like, all right, sure, we'll go see that. Like, I'm not like that to go see the new fucking Ant-Man or the new fucking Black Panther. I don't really give a shit anymore. I'm kind of done. All right, so. What's the point of this? Jesus, I'm drunk. What's the point of this? What's the point? The point is that, Bill Murray, apparently he's in the new Ant-Man, which I can't see because, again, Marvel is so fucking stingy with their bullshit. Like, people are going to rip it off, dude. Just go ahead. Just throw it on the fucking illegal websites. Bill Murray, I wonder, like, that they showed him in the fucking trailer, so I assume he has, like, a role in the movie. Like, a major role of, like, oh, don't worry, I'm coming with you guys. But I highly doubt it. I bet you he's just like hi, how's it going? Here's that one thing you needed. Okay, goodbye. I'm going to pretend to make it seem like we should have known who I am this entire time. Anyway, I've been important this whole time. You never knew it. Ha ha ha. I gotcha. That's a lot of Marvel nowadays. Is I've always been important. Here's my impression of every Marvel movie since Infinity War. You didn't know that I was important. Gotcha. Here's the thing. Get out of here. They're dumb movies. They are dumb movies, and plenty of them. 60% of them are pretty bad movies. I'll say it. 60% of Marvel movies, 65% of Marvel movies are pretty bad movies. But, dude, Iron Man's fine. Captain America's fine. Thor's fine. Avengers is amazing. Avengers is fun. You know what? That's the perfect term for it. Most of these movies aren't good, but they're fun. And at the end of the day, why would you shit on someone for enjoying a movie that's just fun, right? Everyone hates Marvel for some reason. Everyone loves to shit on Marvel. And I agree. If you kept shoving something that I've never seen in my face every single day, 24/7, with another movie and another sequel, something that I've never bothered to watch of like another thing, like Star Wars is a perfect example for me. I've probably seen 2 Star Wars movies, 2 or 3 maybe. But I don't give a shit. So all this new bullshit, I've seen like I have watched The Mandalorian. That we could talk about that. Lizzo and Jack Black and The Mandalorian. We can talk about that. Lizzo and Jack Black and The Mandalorian. What the fuck is going on? Lizzo and Jack Black are in the newest episode of The Mandalorian as of today's, when I'm recording this. So I don't understand what the fuck it's for though. They're just so shoved in there that it's like, it only proves the point more that especially with like all of these mainstream shit, all you gotta do is just like show another thing. And here you go, I'm roping in the new Spider-Verse movie with that, all right? That's another perfect example of it. Because all they're doing is calling out cameos of other Spider-Men, right? And saying blah, blah, blah. Anyway, Lizzo, you fat fuck. Get the fuck off my fucking Mandalorian screen. How are you anywhere near? There's no way in hell Lizzo would have been alive in the Star Wars universe. The only way Lizzo would have been alive in the Star Wars universe and not immediately killed by Ravengers or some random fork that has a lightsaber at the end of it when she's eating her thing and she grabs it the wrong way, slices her arm off, she freaks out, throws it up in the air, it stabs right through her eye and goes straight down through her asshole and cuts her in half. The only way she'd be involved is if she was a stand-in for Jabba the Hutt. That's right, basic fat joke. It's a fucking dumbass fat joke that you gotta live with. All right, Lizzo is fat. That's just the end of the story. Lizzo is fat. That's it. That's all I wanted to say, right? Lizzo, you're fat, but you're beautiful, I guess. Right? Doesn't that mean everyone's beautiful? Then what's the term beautiful even mean? If everyone's beautiful, then what does beautiful mean? Beautiful means that there's a standard, right? Beautiful means that there's something to work above, that you got to work towards, that you did it. Like, oh my God, that's beautiful. That flower was a little tiny seed. Now it's a fucking rose because someone spent the time going blip, blip, blip for like a year or however long it takes dumbass flowers to grow. All right? Lizzo is beautiful because she went on Uber Eats and went blip, blip, blip. That's the only difference. And somehow that's beautiful. I don't get it. I'm not beautiful. If someone called me beautiful, I would say, dude, shut up. I'm not beautiful. I mean, I appreciate the compliment, but I'm not. I'm just not beautiful. I'm dashing. I'm handsome. But I'm not beautiful. All right? Lizzo, you're not beautiful. You're very, very, very fat. There's no way I'm keeping this in the episode. Jesus Christ. This is all I'm drinking of it. People again, I'm done. That's Lizzo doing Jabba the Hutt. Lizzo, here's my apology. Throw this in later on when I get canceled. Ready? Hello. My name is Conall Lynch. In a recent episode of my podcast, Insecured, I made some jokes that may have been crude or considered offensive. These jokes were at the expense of famous rapper Lizzo, where I commented on her weight and body size and overall appearance. These jokes were not meant to make fun of the woman. They were only meant to make you watch the episode. And that's it. So shut up. Fuck you.